For you. Yeah. 'Cause girl, you're perfect. You're always worth it.
Something like that.
I feel like, you know what I should do is the reveal. Because no one's excited about seeing me, but they'll be excited about seeing you. So I should be like, get out of my light, bitch! I don't know what you say to people who you haven't seen in ages and you haven't missed them and they haven't missed you either. And you kind of just like bump into them awkwardly and then you have to make conversation about like what you've been up to and where are you working now and are you still living in that place, and that's kind of how I feel about you, YouTube. But I know someone that you will be excited to see. Come on! I'm not talking to myself. I do not have imaginary friends.
What was the point of that reveal? What was meant to
Because
happen there? This is your channel. This is your baby that you've
everyone can
neglected for 2
subscribe.
years.
This is gonna get like 100 views. You know that, right? 100 meaningless people.
Denise.
I would like to share with you the reason for my unwelcome and unjustified return to YouTube, which is the, I would say it was an outpouring of love of my most popular video on YouTube. My one great contribution to the afterlife, I guess. That video is going to live on until well after I'm dead.
I'd say to you, literary criticism. It's your one great contribution to literary criticism.
I think I'm basically a professor
Yeah.
in literature.
Basically, Susan Sontag right here.
Who?
The fuck, Denise?
Do I look like I have to read books to be interesting? Anyway, my 50 Shades of Grey review, which got several wonderful comments, thank you, such as, you missed the entire concept of this book, you fucking idiot. My name's Anastasia, you fucking asshole. Yes, this book is misogynistic. That's why deep down, your vagina enjoyed it very much.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, that's real. I did not just make that up. I'm not that funny. I'm a woman, and I found this book very poorly written. Your opinion means less than nothing.
I feel we should give a brief introduction for anyone who's not familiar with this literary masterpiece that the film was derived from.
Well, my last video got a lot of criticism about not being a review, so I think we should introduce some more structure into this.
We're going to try and format this like the intelligent, articulate, and analytical
that we are.
Women that we are.
So, for anyone who didn't read the book, the movie actually got really good reviews. So I actually went into
I wouldn't say good reviews. You saw it on film 2015 with Claudia Winkleman, and she...
Why are women so catty to each other all the time?
On that episode said it was better than expected. Now, I don't know what they're expecting, what their expectations were, but they were clearly lower than ours were.
I mean, they said they read the book. Have you actually read the book?
I did for research purposes. Don't look at me like that.
But pre-review question, what was better, the book or the movie?
The movie.
Why?
Because she cut out all of that. My subconscious. You do
My
not
inner
know
goddess stuff.
what your subconscious is doing. That is why it's your subconscious and your inner goddess.
That was so fucking annoying, wasn't it?
I
remember...
It was one of the worst. It was one of the worst films I've ever seen, but it was also probably easily one of the worst pieces of literature I've ever read. Is a strong word. Maybe writing ink on paper that I've ever read.
I mean, as someone who's read a lot of fan fiction, that was one of the worst fan fictions I've ever read. What? Why did you look at me like that? There's nothing wrong with reading some good old Harry Potter fan fiction. You're such a fucking Ravenclaw. It's like unreal. I would be in Slytherin. Obs.
Why?
Maybe I'd be a Gryffindor. I feel like I could be in either.
I think you'd be a Hufflepuff.
How fucking dare you! I mean, it's a shame because I think it could have been a good movie if it was those actors and that director. But it was a shame they all had to use that material. to
And
make
also
it all...
that they had no chemistry, and also that Jamie Dornan had no beard and no charisma.
Okay, question. She's so bland, like the whole interview. And I'm not, like, he's super bland also. He's very boring.
Yeah.
But,
The whole film could probably be summed up and renamed as 50 Shades of Bland.
But why, yeah. I mean, grey is, like, another word for bland, right?
I don't think you're appreciating grey is a beautiful colour, but...
Over it.
Okay.
But they're both so bland. Like, they seem utterly fascinated with each other, but none of them, like, neither of them are interesting.
No.
She doesn't say anything interesting. In fact, she belittles herself the entire interview. It was like, look at me, who would like me? It's like, well, you're clearly a fucking gorgeous actress who lives in fucking LA. Dunno. Why would anyone be interested in you? Not sure. Dunno.
Yeah, and he does some sort of charity work, and he's like, oh, yeah, it's totally for financial reasons. And
I just, like, I guess I was, like, homeless for a few years, now I'm a fucking millionaire, and I guess some people find that interesting. Don't know why. I think he actually has a valid point when he tells her to not drink alcohol. Stay with me. Because I recently found out a very startling fact about alcohol. It fucking gets you drunk as fuck.
the kind of plot doesn't develop in a very it just
okay,
doesn't make any sense at all.
He has good taste in gin, but he doesn't. My point is that he doesn't have a millionaire's taste in gin.
He doesn't have a millionaire's taste in suits. His suit is shiny. It kind of has the
new money, am I right?
sort of suit that you would wear if you're a millionaire.
I know, but if you're a millionaire, like, someone clearly didn't do their millionaire research. And I'm, like, poor as shit, and I know better than that.
So we should put in the key Cliff Note points for someone who is watching this film for
the saucy sex scenes.
The saucy sex scenes.
42 minutes in, that's when you see the first nipple.
Of which there are none. But we did have a version which was not necessarily the version that you would see in the cinema. We didn't want to fund this review. We didn't want to contribute to the earnings of the film. So we procured a version which we didn't download ourselves, but we did not avert our eyes from it as it was playing. And as it was playing, it had subtitles which we could not remove, which were in a language that we didn't recognise.
It took us an hour and a half to realise that it was probably a North Korean copy because all the sex scenes were edited out.
There was some jumps in the music. Beyonce was really getting into some...
Of course, Beyonce saves the day again. It was when... I think it was like an hour and 35 minutes in when they actually... There was an actual sex scene. But we may be wrong about that because there might have been one which was cleanly edited out. But that was when it started getting choppy. Yeah,
it was choppy and... well, as far as I could tell, she didn't take her Airtex underwear off. So I don't know whether anything actually happened, whether it was meant to be a sex scene or whether it was...
I think we were like, this isn't the lyrics to Crazy in Love.
We should talk about his Bowlby theory of attachment, or Bowlby's theory of attachment, in relation to Christian Grey, because some people said on Denise's book review that she didn't understand his troubles. Bowlby's theory of attachment applies to 50 Shades of Grey, seeing as people said that you didn't understand him in your book review. And
people
he was a troubled individual.
You're the one saying all the smart things now. All I've talked about is Lady Gaga and Beyonce.
Classic ambivalent attached. I love you, I hate you, get away from me, I'm not the man for you, Anastasia. / I want to bend you over a desk. So, yeah, there's that to consider, maybe, which is why there is no chemistry, because he's not forming any real attachments in his life. He has had 15 people in his rather demurely, disgustingly decorated side room in his apartment. In fact, his whole apartment is really badly decorated, and that really bothers me. The millionaire research fails again.
I mean, it's the same thing as the suit and the gin. It's like, it's not fancy. It's what a poor person's idea of fancy looks like. My phone recently autocorrected racist to tacos, which leads me to believe that my phone is fucking racist as shit.
What else do we need to talk about?
Do I really look this fucking old?
We're both old. Although you
No.
did think I was a year younger than I actually am today, which kind of made my day until I corrected you.
I thought I was a year younger than I am as well. I'm just like rewinding the clock. I'm like, nah, 28. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay 27.
24.
Rewind. The worst
Maybe,
rewind in
do you reckon
history.
if we just like walk backwards for the next year? Walk everywhere backwards and suddenly you'll be 25 again.
I'm pretty sure that's how physics works.
We are but women. We do not know.
E equals MC what?
E equals E.R. James, right? E
Basically.
is for eyebrows. And...
Worst joke ever. Okay. I feel like the level of comedy is like going. Most unsexual quote of the film. Go.
It was when he was like, I want to bend you over this table. He just said it in the most unconvincing way ever. I felt nothing.
And she was like, with this table here? Great banter, by the way. Contribute something, come on! Give him something to work with. Mine was, after she signed the contract, he was all, I would like to fuck you into the beginning of next week.
Stop biting your lip. Right, okay. Well, that's...
She does it in the book, though.
Yeah, I mean, at least they took out the inner
You know what that does to me, Anastasia.
and the subconscious. At least that was gone. But yeah, he
Yeah.
was just, I mean...
He was just
Jamie,
terrible.
what do you do?
So they go into this red room of pain and she's looking around and I'm asking a lot of questions, which I think a normal person would answer. I think this could be to the poorness of the material that she didn't actually react like anyone watching it would react. I felt a lot like that throughout the entirety of the movie.
Yeah, we were watching it and we were like, cool, do you have horses? I mean,
Yeah, it's like,
is there a stable block?
so, yeah, is this like, wow, you have a lot of horses, so like, what? Oh, but my first question would be, so when she finds out that 15 other people have, 15 other women, he's not gay, because ew, have been in that room before her, I'd be like, so do you, like, get new ones every time, or, like, have them industrially clean? Or can we just, like, put into the contract that you replace all this stuff that you, like, but what was in the clause that she wanted gone, like, anal fisting or butt plugs? I mean, call me old-fashioned, but if someone's shoving a butt plug up my ass, I would just like it to be a brand new one.
We need to talk about the gifts. Not first of all, but just we need to talk about the gifts. So he sends her first editions of books because she's a literature student, so of course she wants first editions of all the books she's read before.
It's my favorite book. Like, I can't with this. It's so annoying.
If someone sent them to me, I'd be like, that's great, but, you know, why? She should have just phoned it
What
back
are you
and been
supposed
like,
to do with the first
hi,
edition of the
yeah, I
book?
have a Kindle now, so... The most, like, glaring thing in this film is that he gives her a MacBook, he buys her a new car, he gives her a room, but he doesn't replace her flip phone.
If he was legit a man, then he'd be like...
Bad millionaire research.
He'd be like...
She'd have the gold iPhone 6, at least.
Like, you can
maybe
get-
6 Plus.
He'd get up her flip phone and be like, can you get dick pics on this? No? I'm getting you a new phone. Getting you an iPhone. Private Instagram. I'm gonna filter that shit for you, because I care.
But she still doesn't know what a butt plug is, so go figure. I mean...
I really don't think it's that complicated. If you've never... Even if English is like your second or third language, butt plug is like pretty self-explanatory. She knows what fisting is, not butt plugs. It's like... I feel like butt plugs come before fisting. Yes? I mean, I haven't done either, unless you have. Then
Me?
you could, like, talk about it?
In this contract, which she seems to... I mean... Fair enough, she sits at the table and she goes through every point, but the things that she crosses off are not really the things that are important.
She doesn't cross any of the non-paleo things. Oh.
Yeah, she
really
didn't listen to
fucking
Rob
annoying.
Wolf podcast. What the hell is wrong with you?
Someone doesn't listen to Rob
Anastasia
Wolf.
Still. Literally, the whole film, I just felt nothing.
Oh, so Jamie Dornan only exists to fulfill your needs, your visual pleasure, and if he doesn't, then he might as well not exist. It's so fucking sexist. He's not allowed to be in a movie if he's not attractive? Or what are you saying?
But
Is that his only...
in that particular film, like, if they weren't bothered about him being attractive, then maybe they would have cast Ricky Gervais as, like...
Aww.
Pain would just be watching him do this for, like, an hour. He'd be like, please stop.
No. I love him so much. Ricky, if you're watching.
He loves the animals.
I hope you guys appreciate all the effort that we went to. We lit a candle there.
Which smells of cardamom?
They can't smell that shit. This is TV. This isn't the future. You're so young. I can see that. Thanks, Mom. We did some flowers and the candle, so that this is like a legit YouTube video.
Do we need to summarise how the film ends, or...
I don't know how the film ends,
basically,
because I didn't finish it.
The thing that Denise missed when she gave up on the film was when he got all his whips and things out and got quite violent, and she was like, don't touch me, and then she left. And then that's like the setup for the second film, and presumably he wins her back with more first edition books and a new MacBook Retina screen. So yeah, that's the film.
In conclusion,
I wouldn't recommend wasting an hour, 2 hours of your life.
Can we give them some like alternatives of what to watch instead of this film?
Pretty much anything. Paint dry. You could watch pigeons eat puke.
You watch pigeons eat puke, you say fuck. I'm hearing good things about the Michael Sheen documentary. Cut your toenails or change your address at the bank, which I know you've been meaning to do for like a long time because someone else is getting your mail. It's a high risk for identity theft. So
they do send things now in very convincing envelopes. They sandwich it between two pieces of card with fake handwriting on, but you can still fill the new debit card in there. So if you ever want to steal someone's credit card, you can just fill the envelope.
Who are you? So, I guess this was a review / identity theft public message. So if anyone's wondering what lip color I'm wearing, it is Stain by Pinot Noir Vin de France. Something I just like make it focus on there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and maybe I'll do a tutorial with it, and you can like get ready with me and see like how it all happens. Meg's wearing the same thing, but like as you can see, it suits both skin tones, even though I'm like way darker.
We have the same colour. What's wrong with you?
I'm like way darker.
Show me your arm. Oh my god, you are darker than me at the moment. I need to go on holiday.
Be more beautiful.
I'm trying!
Try harder! Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like us to review any more movies, then please leave your requests in the comments. And P.S. don't ask us what makeup we're wearing, because we're actually not wearing any makeup. So, it's just like, blessed. I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
Bye, YouTube. My hands are so fucking red, it's disgusting.